Ugh, man. Alright, so it should show that I am live. Let's check on the volume. Alright. Hello everyone, Bubble Ninja 720 here, bringing you part 202 of my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. Need to go ahead and do the Little Ladies Day time. Holy crap, there's a lot of people working on this right now. Look at all the people. Alright, what can I do for you? And you get a bunch of emotes. Why, if it is a hero, 'tis my great pleasure to welcome you to this year's Little Ladies' Day festivities. Have you partaken in this year's concerts yet, my friend? The songbirds and the Seneschal Prince are, as ever, our shining stars on stage, and they have been practicing oh so diligently for this event. My, how marvelous. What seasonal sensations. The songbirds and Seneschal Prince's performances have propelled their popularity to a fever pitch. Their economic exploits have defied every expert's expectations. As they balance billions of Gillen gains, the masses cannot help but contemplate. Why do folks flock to them? What forces drive this formidable fount of funds to flow? Forgive me my maracas rambling. I am Dural Tharai, renowned reporter for the Mithril Eye. I mean to gather information on these prominent performers and pen a piece for our next publication. I could scarcely ask for a more perfect opportunity for promotion. Where the Mithril Eye goes, fame and prestige are bound to follow. The songbirds and the Seneschal Prince will be thrilled to hear of this. 1,000 thanks. Then without further fanfare, I shall solicit the citizens of the city-state for their feedback. Though now that I think on it, my tendency to focus on the financials might poison the piece's perspective, so to speak. An objective observer would be ideal. Like, say, a passing adventurer. This objective observer could help if you're willing to pay. Let's go with adventurer. Why, yes, your impartial input would be naught but a benefit. Permit me to brief you on our performers, then. The knowledge will doubtless prove a useful reference for your upcoming report. I shall begin with the songbirds, the pride and joy of Little Ladies' Day. Our talented trio consists of Eulala, dressed in crimson. Then we have Narumi, clad in yellow, and of course Masha Makaraka, donning blue. They have come far from their humble beginnings, and their tireless efforts have recently borne fruit. Of late, their concerts have taken the realm by storm, winning countless new fans across Eorzea. And 'twould be remiss of me not to mention Pico, our dashing Seneschal Prince in violet. He is the newest addition to our lineup and a rising star in his own right. He stole many a heart last Little Ladies' Day. They inspire one another, as well as their crowds in equal measure. Their musical prowess is as fresh spring breeze, breathing new life into the celebration as we know it. This year we shall be outfitting concert attendees with a unique line of themed apparel and illuminations for the occasion, complete with matching colors for each member of our merry band. So you appeal to all audiences, allowing spectators to support their favorite singer, a sound strategy. Meanwhile, your prized performers pinpoint their most passionate fans in the process, making for a more memorable experience. With that, I believe I have enough to embark on our excursion. When you are set to search the city for some tried and true testimonials, simply say the word. Sure. Let's do this. By the way, I just noticed we bumped up quite a few subs today. We're down below 4 now, which is sweet. We just need 4 more subs for the year, and we'll hit our goal. Let the collaboration commence. To begin, I suggest we search away from the stage so as not to startle any spectators. Perhaps we might pursue possible leads near the perimeter of the Gate of Nald. We need but seek out and speak to those in Songbird and Seneschal Search, shall we? Bleh. Go ahead and knock this out. Devoted Masha fan. You're interviewing folks for a piece on the Songbirds and the Seneschal Prince. Oh, I'd love to participate. I'm a Masha fan through and through. She has the most amazing voice, and there's something about the way she dances that really speaks to me. You can tell she puts pride into every facet of her performances, and it never fails to take my breath away. In fact, her dedication inspires me to be more mindful of my day-to-day living. Even with something as simple as descending the stairs, I'll often find myself thinking, I must be careful, Masha needs me. Speaking of dedication, I hear Masha's coming up with one of the limited-time dishes being served at the Quicksand. We have to sample it for ourselves. A little heavy-handed on that devotion. So Masha's perseverance provides a particular sense of purpose past performances, extending into the everyday. Fascinating, all of it. We have a Yulala fan. Keen to learn about our favorite songbird, you say? Well, here are the Eula faithful. Gods, where do I even begin? Her presence on stage is second to none, and her warm smile can melt even the coldest hearts. She may be small, but the power in her voice more than makes up for it. And that's to say nothing of her passion for her fans and the music. It's why she does such fiery red hues. Why she dons such fiery red hues. I speak for us all when I say we'd do most anything for her if she asked with that winsome little smile of hers. So your small yet esteemed singer's stunning stagecraft stirs your sentiments, you say. Duly noted. I suppose I could sympathize. With that, I assume we've accounted for all the aficionados in the area. However, if that Masha fan tells it true, those seasonal songbird snacks are bound to bring multitudes to Mistress Momodi's establishment. Come, let us continue our queries at the Quicksand. A lot of repetition in letters. Asking about the stars of Little Ladies' Day, well, you've come to the right place. Most folk are head over heels for the Songbirds, but I've only got eyes for Pico. His debut Little Ladies' Day really won me over. As Seneschal Prince, he takes it upon himself to treat his fans like royalty. He's incredibly handsome, of course, but his honeyed words and that sweet little smirk are the highlights of his every show. Would that he could be my prince every day. Ugh. Oh, and when you shine his violet illumination in the crowd, he does notice, even if you're in the very, very back row. Last Little Ladies' Day, he winked in my general direction, and, well, even if he didn't actually wink at me, I'd like to believe it was so. The mere thought of Pico's past productions is enough to make most fans swoon, a true testament to his talent. And if the rumors are true, he strives to serve all his fans, be they lads or little ladies. Which means there's hope yet that I too could be a princess under his sovereign smile. Oh boy. Ah, you're reporting for the Mithril Eye, are you? Well, as you've doubtless ascertained, I am one of Narumi's fans. Though she may be the most demure of the three songbirds, she harbors a quiet strength and endless compassion that we cannot help but cherish. She approaches her art so delicately, so exquisitely, that it feels as though she is speaking to all of her fans as individuals. It compels us to support her in her every endeavor, that she might always know happiness in the spotlight. So Narumi employs a subtle yet sincere approach, imagining such a saintly smile on stage. Why, I could certainly see the appeal. As assumed, our performers possess a fiery fan base. With this wealth of wisdom, I am well prepared to write, but one thing struck me as strange. While we were wandering, I espied an elegant young lady surveying the songbirds and seneschals stage from afar. I am interested in interviewing her as well, if she is so inclined. Shall we sally forth to see what she says? Sure. Ah. is this chica. Why, if it isn't the kindly adventurer from seasons past, 'tis I, Aldithia Thorn. You have been well, I trust. Such serendipity. The scion of the honored House Thorn. I had heard that your house had contributed a substantial sum in support of these festivities. Come to celebrate and see the show, I gather. Indeed, on behalf of House Thorn, and out of my own curiosity, I wish to behold the annual concert with mine own eyes. 'Tis heartening to know that the annual performances have blossomed as such a passionate showcase of song and dance. Would that I could join the audience and show my own support. Nope. No, you are hale enough to travel this day. I must advise against it, my lady. We cannot risk worsening your condition. Alas, it is as Rodolphe says. I've not the strength to sway to the rhythm and jump about as I please. But from this vantage point, I can at least gaze upon the stage and the audience from afar, a rather enlightening experience, all told. Even from this distance, it is easy to tell how much the performance means to all of them, how joyful they all are. I dare say their energy is contagious. Yep. Delight and devotion take many forms. If these crowds can find happiness by supporting their beloved singers, if we can garner their interest in this holiday, but even for a fleeting moment, then I could ask for little else. A poignant point you make, my lady, and it's as you ascertained. All who answered our inquiries delighted in describing their preferred performers, each selecting to celebrate in their own way. There is no correct answer as to how you celebrate the season, for only together could they make Little Ladies' Day the fine festival it has become. Such is likely a significant source of its singers' success. I must thank you thoroughly for your thoughtful theories. It shall serve as a fine addition to my article. They are merely fleeting thoughts I had as I enjoyed the performances, but I am pleased they could be of use. I wish you both a delightful Little Ladies' Day. I owe you one for your committed cooperation. Indeed, I've amassed all manner of art accounts from the fans. Some show support by cheering in cacophonous cries to the stage, while others watch wistfully from a ways off, or make merry by feasting on festive foods. As the performers' popularity proliferates, so too do prospective methods to please their fans. Merriment made for one's pastimes is a mysterious, marvelous matter. For our favorite fads, we often find ourselves opening our wallets without so much as a second thought. Even I am no stranger to that. But I digress. It's time we saw these songbirds and seneschal prints for ourselves to fully fathom what all the fuss is about, provided we have permission from the royal seneschal. I'm pretty sure it would be good. Welcome back. How fared the interviews? They went well, wonderfully well, in fact. As our last task, we wish to watch one of the performances, if we are welcome to do so. By all means. I would love nothing more than to read of your impressions when all is properly published. For a more objective observation, I'd like to spectate the show from afar. Might I ask you to take to the crowds? Sure. Excellent. Enjoy the event, and we will reconvene once the stage is settled. The handmaiden here will furnish you with a set of songbird-themed attire and a portable illumination. Once you've obtained what you require, you need only wait for an opportune moment to join the crowd. During this event, the Fate live from Ul'dah will appear on the steps of Nalb. In order to participate in the Fate, you must first speak with the royal handmaiden in the Ruby Road Exchange and prepare yourself to join the songbirds and seneschal prince's crowd of fans. The status effect granted to you by the royal handmaiden can be removed at any time by leaving the area or using the special action curtain call. Upon joining the Fate, you will be given 4 special actions. Each action uses a different colored set of illuminated rods to cheer for the songbirds or the seneschal prince. Bear in mind, each performer is especially receptive to fans who cheer using their signature color. Interesting. Attend the performance. Very well. I will ready your garments at once. Have you decided which color you wish to wear? Surprise me! You will be assigned an ensemble at random. Proceed? Yes. Here are your clothes and illuminations. I do hope you enjoy the performance. Please note that you will be unable to proceed with certain quests while the face in the crowd status is active. The status effect granted to you by the Royal Handmaiden can be removed at any time by using the special action Curtain Call. Should you accidentally remove this effect, speak with the Royal Handmaiden once more to rejoin the fans. Oh. Oh, you gave me the one for her? That's hilarious. I was actually thinking that I was going to get the Seneschal Prince. So I got Cheer Rhythm Red. So I just gotta wait now. This is hilarious. And then Curtain called that one. So we're just waiting for the fate to pop. I'm maxed out on poetics. I need to start spending those. I made quite a bit of room, so that works for me. Oh. What am I supposed to target? Oh, I guess I gotta target her. Oh, she was yellow. Red. And he's purple. Come on. Oh, I guess we'll hit him again. Masha is blue, I believe. Ulala is red. Narumi is yellow. Oh, couldn't hit Narumi. Purple. I'm getting better with the rhythm now. Only took a few tries. Red. And then yellow. Almost full up. Blue. I guess it fills up like right at 0. Yay. So I got certificate of collaboration, huh? Everyone's just broke out of it. Sheesh. You have my thanks for your participation, adventurer. Your fervor out in the crowds did not go unnoticed. My, what a marvelously masterful performance. Even from a distance, I could not help but offer a round of ardent applause. The fans' passion burned with brilliance that was all but blinding, matched only by the very fervor of the performers. I see now why so many are drawn to such shows. Now, it's time I inquired about your immersive involvement. How did it feel to savor the sights and sounds of such a spectacle? Admit that you reveled in every moment, empathize with the fans' undying passions, not in silence as if you completely understood what just happened. I think I'm going to admit I reveled in every moment. Excellent, excellent. Thank you for the thoughts. I shall account for your attendance in my article. With this, I should be able to pen the perfect piece, but I dare not delay. Little Lady's Day is only so long, after all. I give you my gratitude, adventurer. You have earned your rightful reward. I must take my leave, but may the fates see fit for us to meet again. I get a bunch of emotes. It was a pleasure to see you enjoying the show. Do not hesitate to join in again if you feel so inclined. We've plenty of performances scheduled. I offer you my gratitude for aiding Durrell Thoral, or Durrell Thorai, or Durrell, it looks like Thurl. I'm having a problem with my eyesight right now. It's weird. A little blurry. And wish you a wonderful Little Lady's Day. Yeah. Certificates of collaboration may be traded to the Royal Servant at the Ruby Road Exchange for gear and items. You may also exchange them for unique emotes that vary from the quest reward. Participate in the performances and collect as many as you can before the festivities conclude. Ooh, I leveled up. Real devotion. So let's go ahead and get these cheer lights learned. Good evening to you, adventurer. Have you any questions regarding the history of the Lady's Day? I am at your service. Nope, actually I don't. I need to find the vendor. That's silver nettle. Nope. Nope. So who buys the... There's too many people. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Royal Servant. Oversized Neo-Tunic. This gives me the cherry. Oh, cheer. Rhythm bright. Cheer light green. Music. The weeping cherry tree. That's what I wanted. So I need to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. I need 18 total. And I got 4. That's rough. Oof. Alright. So, we're gonna go... That's done now. I need to pull this down a little bit, the screen, though. There we go. 24 minutes. So we got a good amount of time. I need to go and find a aetheryte shard. We're going to go turn in some missions, and we're also going to do some more dungeons, get stuff unlocked. I think this is the Miner's Guild. Oops, did not mean to hit my mic. Sorry about that, folks. Yes, where's Naneko? You'd better have good news, or I'll let my brother do this his way. My dear brothers. I've worried you, haven't I? I am sorry, but as you can see, there's nothing to be concerned about. Naneko, we've been so worried about you. Aye, we feared the worst. It's so good to see your face. I must thank you again, good adventurer. After we parted ways, I sent for a search party and we were able to rescue the survivors. Naneko, from now on, I'm going to accompany you on all expeditions. Those Beladians were real bastards about booby traps. It's not safe for you alone. Brother, she won't be alone because I'm going with her. Brothers, you forget your duty. Your place is with the concern. You are right that the temple is dangerous, but I can make it safe. All you need is to believe. We must look at the causes, the twin causes, of today's incident. The people's belief that within lie magical relics, and that the ruins are now safe to traverse. Those temple raiders are already telling tales of deadly ancient traps in every tavern, but we'll let it be known it's no ordinary danger that awaits. The Order of Nalthal has agreed to vehemently deny that the temple's relics are cursed, that tales of looters found horribly dead afterwards are baseless. That should give instant credence to the opposite, and end the looting. For a while, at least. Naneko, you're brilliant. I may be the strongest one, but you've got the goods upstairs. Right you are about our sister, puny brother, and I'm not going to stoop to stating the obvious. They say history is the gristle of the past, but in these ruins, the past is fleshed out again. That is what I love about this work. I won't let the raiders despoil the place. The ruins are not mine to be dug and blasted for gil. If they want gold or gems, let them join the Miners' Guild and toil for them. Yup. Give me that coin. Alright. The Promise of Tomorrow is a story. Blood for Stone. Speak with Nathaline. So that's the report to the mystery individual at Wineport. Storming the hull. That needs to get turned in. Go and get this turned in. So while I'm doing this, I'll be able to close out a bunch of my my journal entries. If I get that cleaned out, then we're golden. Well, how was it? Did you give them elites the hiding of their lives or what? Come on, out with it. Patience, lad. All of Limsa will know the tale ere long. 'Twas a sight to behold, that much I will say. Hero and his comrades carved their way through beasts and men like a cutter through a swell. Not even a visit from the sirens and the krakens could slow their pace. Pirates turned up at the drill. What in the seven hells did they want? Why, to do their civic duty, of course. They invited themselves as members of the Black Sails unit. You'd be forgiven for forgetting, but the pirate powers are still bound to the maelstrom by the Galadian Accord. Of course, they never deigned to take part in our exercises, and we've long since stopped asking. As for why they chose to grace this one, I reckon word got out that the Warrior of Light would be facing our finest, and they fancied a go themselves. I saw no reason to deny them. Ha, admit it, you wanted to see if them old cutthroats could still hold their own in a fight. Begging your pardon, Chief, but are you alright? You look a bit sore. Don't tell me you... I deemed it good for morale, but I did not come here to speak of that. Hero, the Maelstrom is grateful for your participation. May we count on your... may we count you a friend till sea swallows all. Good day, gentlemen. Yep. Would have been funny if he was limping off. Yeah, I'd have stowed away on the ferry if I'd known to be the chief. If I'd known the chief to be fighting. Seeing you in action must have woken the spirit of the golden age in him. Though I doubt he's as spry now as he was back then. Hope you didn't give him too bad of a beating. Legends like Mistbeard never get old, but the chief, well, he's just a man. But let's keep this little chat between ourselves, eh? Good to see you again, hero. Thanks for helping out the chief. Sure. Give me that 5K. We'll go to Wineport, actually. Hey, it's Alice. It has been a while, adventurer. As I recall, my brother Alphino took the liberty of introducing us when first and last we met. But for the sake of propriety, Alice Levier, I thank you for coming. I have heard much and more of your exploits. By your hand, the Black Wolf is slain and his ultimate weapon destroyed. This is old news, mainly due to the fact that this is a Realm Reborn raids. You are possessed of great strength and courage, that much is plain. I shall have need of one such as you if I am to see my mission through to its conclusion. Sure. As you may be aware, the violence of the element's fall changed not only the face of the realm, but also the base of the realm. Specifically, it played havoc with the etheric currents, creating vast confluences of ether below the surface. Among other phenomena, this led to the formation of subterranean caverns at key points of stress. One such cavern lies beneath Castrum Occidens and extends to only the gods know where. Despite appearances, Castrum Occidens is as much a research facility as it is a fortress. Gaius Van Baelsar chose the site for no other reason than to probe the caverns without interference. As you went about vanquishing the returned primals, I observed a repeating wave pattern in the aether, corresponding exactly to the dates on which you were reported to have felled Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. Upon closer examination, it became clear that these unique waveforms emanated from deep beneath the aforementioned stronghold. Crucially, I recorded the same pattern during the recent celebrations and have since been given to understand that the phenomenon bears a disquieting similarity to one observed shortly prior to the calamity. For 5 years ago, my grandfather invoked the power of the 12 that he might contain Bahamut. Alas, his efforts failed and he vanished together with his foe. I would know the truth of what transpired that day, of grandfather's fate, and of the metamorphosis that swept across the land. And casting light upon these mysteries, we will find a way to cure what ails this world. It is my belief that the answers I seek lie hid within the depths of the cavern. I would have you accompany me on an expedition to find them, hero. Count me in. If truth be told, I am not wont to rely upon others, and have thus far handled matters alone. Yet I am not blind to my limitations. Unescorted, I cannot hope to succeed in this endeavor. I swore that I would find a way to restore peace to Eorzea. If you desire the self-same, then aid me, as you aided my brother in the Scions. Sure. I am in your debt. You are a man of action, and I sense that we will accomplish much together. But let us not waste any more time. As I mentioned, Castrum Occidens straddles the cavern I wish to explore. If I am to have a hope of reaching it alive, I will need you to infiltrate the stronghold first and locate a path into the depths. Once you have done so, pray report your success to Storm Private Jabroka. You may consider her my assistant here in Wineport. And I have every faith that you will not fail me. 12 speed your way, hero. Hefty, we fly out on Hefty today. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Oops. Let me pat on this. Yeah, I fought my way through. Now I'm dodoing back. Instead of doubling back. Is it lupus? Yeah, it's cancer. That's the name of the enemy that you have to fight. I've been expecting you, hero. By your coming, I take it you have successfully located the cavern entrance inside Castrum Occidens. So that's where it's to be found. Marvelous. Oh, but allow me to properly introduce myself. Jabroka is my name, and it is my honor to serve Lady Alice. Though for reasons of convenience at present, I also serve the Maelstrom. This uniform accords me certain privileges, you see, in particular, ready access to the Maelstrom's regional scouting reports. They provide a wealth of local knowledge, including information on secret passages. But enough about me. I shall notify Lady Alice of your discovery, that she may prepare for the expedition. Though I don't doubt your abilities, none can say what dangers lurk beneath Castrum Occidens. For my lady's sake as well as your own, please spare neither preparation nor caution. Pray choose your companions well. The binding coil of Bahamut is now accessible. I think we're going to plumb the depths. Alright, so we're going to run through each and every one of these. Give me 2 seconds, though. I got to do a quick bio. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to run through each of these. Again, running through these unsynced due to the fact that it would be difficult to get a group together to do these regularly. Imperial Exploratory Site, 237 Yelms. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to go. The scars left by the calamity. I could scarce breathe for the surfeit of Aether. Tell me, have you ever seen a corrupted crystal such as these? Such crystals manifested across the realm when the course of the great river of Aether was irrevocably altered 5 years ago. Behold one of the objects that caused that alteration, a fragment of the lesser moon Dalamud. Ancient Alag created Dalamud, or Meteor, to use the Garlean name, to serve as a celestial prison for Bahamut. Its fall inflicted grievous wounds upon the land, wounds that have yet to heal, as is evident from the corrupted crystals. Amazing. Dalaman's internal defenses still function in spite of everything, a testament to the ingenuity of the Allagons. The Garleans seek to appropriate their advanced technology, I am certain of it. We are about to come face to face with secrets that have long lain buried within the sands of time. Great dangers may lie beyond, but we have come too far to turn back. The truth of the calamity is within reach. So basically, I'm going to run through these. I don't remember a lot of the stuff that I need to worry about, so I'm just going to bowl through it. God's preserve. Dark wings that would engulf the very heavens. These could only belong to Bahamut, the primal who laid Eorzea to waste 5 years ago. At Cartnow, my grandfather sought to imprison Bahamut anew by invoking the power of the 12. Alas, the Dreadworm proved too powerful and he soon broke free of his confines. Yet instead of resuming the destruction he had begun, Bahamut vanished. Whither to, no one knew until this day. But I do not understand. If Bahamut is truly a primal, how is it that he retained his physical form? Did Grandfather defeat him, or is there some other explanation? We must press on if we are to learn the truth. Yep. Mm-mm. I can't go that way. Gotta take out the trash, pretty much. Not in line of sight. If I remember correctly, this boss had something about keeping them separate and then also staying out of dot damage AoE grants. I should be able to mop the floor with them pretty easily. Caduceus. Hey, tankless job 1, warrior. That was quick. Alright. Give me the treasure coffers. Alright. Oh, didn't have anything else. Alright, that one's got the check mark. Let's go do number 2. Turn 2. Imperial Exploratory Site, 912 yalms. Well, this one, you go through a certain amount of rooms, you have a bit of choice of where you go. You'll be fighting enemies on each room, and each room, whenever you defeat an enemy, it gives a certain buff to the final boss. So you get the choice of what buffs you want to give the last boss. But it doesn't matter, because I pretty much are one-shotting everything. Yay. Take out that ADS. Alright. Alright. Ah, man. Pardon me, I had to sneeze. Ah, man. I think one of these might not be able to complete. I think I need at least one other person to go with me. Might be this one, actually. I don't remember. Engine room, 1,233 yalms. Yeah, it might actually be this one where I need another person to do this. I don't remember. That didn't work out too well. Oh, do I need 2 people on this? Oh wow, did not one-shot it. The silent terminal is now online. I hope I'm not going through all this to find out that I can't do this in the end. Oops. Dang it. I think I went the wrong way. Oops. That was it? I must have revamped this one. I don't remember this one at all. Alright, well, that one's done. Alright, let's do turn 4. I think this one is just a wave on an elevator. Waves on an elevator, there we go. Drive cylinder, 1524 yalms. Yep. Wow, do I have 1,000,000 HP? Well, that works. Clockwork, tread that. Well, that was easy. Yay! Now I'll go do the, was it turn 5 of the first coil. And then we get, I think there's 2 more coils after these. Oh, treasure coffers. Probably should pick those up. Alright. Sweet. How much bag space do I have? Oh, I still have a lot of bag space. I'll take it. This one's gonna be could potentially be a rough and tumbly. This one had me gurring for a while. It's gonna be central core, 1910 yalms. Very interesting combat arena. If you guys don't see it already. This is going rather more smoothly than I expected. It is indeed convenient to have a hero on hand. Gods, that the cavern should open up again even at this depth. This resembles the finger. How's it going, Sandy? Doing alright, about you? And so it should. This is Bahamut's hand. Yep, this is where the arena's at. As with the wings, it seems to be frozen, and for that I count my blessings. But again I find myself wondering, how is it able to retain physical form? I'd assumed that Bahamut's reversion to ether was the cause of the widespread changes to the realm, but if he is still here, then that theory no longer holds. What was it, then, that brought about the realm's sudden regeneration? There is still so much we do not know about Cartno. I haven't the slightest inkling how deep these caverns run, but we must continue. Alright, time to fight Twintania. I have this mount. Well, this monster is a mount. This one had some rough and tumble, mechanics, but I should be able to skip it. So this little pink line, when I start the fight, it ignites into a fire ring, and if I touch it, I die instantly. Instant wipe. And the enemy can knock you into it, among other one-shot mechanics. I think I need the Neuralink. Oh crap. Yeah, so that fire right there could gooby you. Oh! I gotta be careful. Where's he at? No! Oh, the dive bomb could really screw you up. So it's good to know that I can still get goobied by Twintania. Where are you at? Oh yeah, I played this since 2013, I believe. 2016, somewhere around there. 2013, I believe is what it was. I quit World of Warcraft and played this game way back in the day. Uh-oh. Oh no! I cut that stupid close. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. How many more? I don't remember how many more waves I have. I don't want to have to start this all over again. Where are you at? Oh, it automatically pops off. Jogger them in combat. Come on, Twintania. The reason why this fight is got so many... the reason I have so much downtime with this fight is because I'm literally overpowered and unsynced on this. But games I like to play, I really love story. So if the game's got a really decent story, I really like to play it. Uh-oh, here we go. Okay, good. I managed to take it down. Whew. The bind that tie one. So like Last of Us Part 2 I played, even though there are some story beats with Part 2 that I wasn't a fan of. Doom games I've played, even though there isn't a lot of story, except for like the most recent ones. Let's see, 7 Days to Die I like to play, even though that technically doesn't have story, but I do love sandbox games and survival. Played a bunch. If you look at my channel, I have quite a few playlists. Resident Evil is another one that I played quite a bit. And yes, I know I do have a few incomplete games, and I have games that I need to come back and redo because I had done them on my channel, but unfortunately I had to take my old content and put it away because it was damaged. I still have yet to play God of War. I do want to play them eventually, but right now I just don't. I just haven't touched them. This contraption, is it used to control the saturation of ether? I suppose there's only one way to find out. The dragon you vanquished earlier, doubtless you noticed the peculiar contraption about its neck. It was likely a receptor of some description used to enslave the creature. Ancient Alag possessed the means to control dragons, it would seem. The Ishgardians would kill for this knowledge, though to be sure, it could as easily be brought to bear against them. An army of dragons could turn the tide of any battle, as the Garleans once learned to their sorrow. I would not be the least bit surprised if they now sought to exploit this power. Whatever their plans, this serves as another reminder of the might of the Alagans. One cannot help but wonder how so advanced a civilization came to fall. Well, of course. Usually what happens is hubris. You probably awoken a monster that shouldn't have been poked. Gods be good. Hey, look at this head. This is Bahamut's head. It looks like a heart. And that enormous crystal, it pulsates as if it were a heart. Then the primal that had awakened was Bahamut all this time? No, 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 no. This cannot be true. This would mean that grandfather died for naught. Confound it. We do not know enough to strike at it now. We must withdraw. Yeah, that'd be smart. Who? Who is that? No, it can't be. Grandfather, is it truly you? Yeah, sure, what's up? No, don't leave me again, please. Grandfather, it's a touching tale. I know, we cannot do more for now. We could do no more for now, actually. It is quite the sight, the severed head of Bahamut. Ow. But this looks like... How did we come to be in Northern Thanalan of all places? Oh, but such details matter little. Grandfather's alive, hero. Bahamut did not defeat him. But why won't he return to us? I don't understand. This expedition has yielded more questions than it did answers. Wow, the axe is really covering you. At any rate, we would both be better for a rest. Let us return to the waking sand and reflect upon what we have seen. Thank you, hero. Without you, none of this would have been possible. Uh, it's been a very, very large rash of people asking me about custom banners and stuff. It's hard to tell whether people are bots or not. That's probably Insider. Okay, so it isn't here. Yeah, I've got a few things in here. Alisae's pledge. Full glad am I for thy safe return. Lady Alisae hath apprised me of thy many experiences. As thou wilt doubtless be aware, Master Louisoix was my lady's grandsire. Gravely concerned was I for her safety, but 'twould seem I need not have been so. With all my heart I do thank thee for watching over her. But come, thou must speak with Mistress Alisae upon that which transpired within the binding coil. May it serve to bring us closer to the truth of the calamity. Shall we begin then? Orion J, I understand you have a report of your own to share with us. Aye, my lady, even as thou didst emerge from the depths, an etheric disturbance betokening primal activity was observed. In Mor Dhona was it marked first. By comparison of time and magnitude, we have since deduced its origin, the Cartnell Flats. Strange. There have been no reports of primal activity in that region. It could only have been Bahamut. That would certainly explain how we came to be in northern Thanlin. Somehow the cavern took us all the way from Vilbrand to the heart of Aldenard. 'Twould seem so, my lady. It is all but certain, then. After Bahamut disappeared 5 years ago, he hid himself deep beneath Cartnow, and has since lain dormant, regenerating. Aye, my lady. Taken together with thine own account of Bahamut's continued presence, the land's slowness to heal and the disorder of the etheric currents do point to one conclusion. Bahamut stirreth. If left unchecked, the primal shall drink of Eorzea's life force till he doth awaken to rain ruin upon the land again. Rest assured, I do not mean to give up, hero. Bahamut may still live, but so too does grandfather. For the past 5 years, he has been keeping vigil over his nemesis, making certain that the primal does not escape. Master Louis Sois doth yet live. I darest not hope. And thou art certain 'twas no mere manifestation of thine all too sorely felt grief. I know how desperate this may sound, Urianger, but I saw him with my own 2 eyes, as did Hero. But he vanished deeper into the labyrinth before we had the chance to speak. Two more like fragments of Dalamud pierced the earth when the lesser moon fell. One we have seen. If we can but find the other 2, I am certain that we will find grandfather as well. If thou so believest, my lady, then I too shall have faith. If it please you, I shall notify the grand companies of this development. All Eorzea must stand united if we are to avert a repeated calamity. That would not be necessary, Urianger. Being the great conciliator that he is, Alphino will seek to unite Eorzea of his own accord. If rumors are true, that endeavor is already well underway. So let us leave the diplomacy to the diplomat while we continue our investigation of Bahamut. I swear to you, no matter what it takes, we will find my grandfather and uncover the whole truth of the calamity. Hero, you have heard me swear to do these things, but without your strength I cannot hope to make good on my word. The danger to Eorzea has not passed. For the sake of all who abide here, I pray that you will ever be our sword in the darkness. Sure. I'll be the light piercer. The truth is down there. Another turn in the coil. A crystal-choked abyss lieth beneath the Cartna Flats, the unholy cradle of an elder primal. And by thy hand were truths great and terrible wrestled from those once celestial depths. Yet, as is oft the case, can answer doth breed a profusion of questions, and the unknown doth beckon with irresistible allure. Ne'er have the mysteries of the red moon lain so neatly within our grasp. Lady Alice hath sent word of her coming. 'Tis time once more to brave the precipice and leap, unflinching, into the jagged wound that doth gape beneath the land. Mine apologies. I trust I have not kept you waiting over long. Hero, I am both delighted and reassured to have you at my side once more. I would not waste your time with trivialities, there we go. Let us proceed directly to the discussion of that which we have learned, and that which we hope to learn anon. Initially, it was evidence of a new primal that led us to delve into the cavern beneath Castrum Occidens, and to explore the subterranean scars left after the fall of Dalamud. As you will well recall, what we found was a vast, largely intact fragment of the fallen satellite, and within the depths of that structure we discovered not the new primal we had expected, but the broken form of Bahamut himself. Yet even this great revelation would soon be overshadowed by the appearance of my own dear grandfather. I have since shared our sundry findings with Rambrose, preeminent scholar of the Sons of St. Coinoc, and he in turn did kindly furnish me with his theory concerning the Elder Primal's Alagon prison. 'Twould seem that the Alamud was constructed to gather unto itself the rays of the sun, and thence channel this radiant bounty unto the Crystal Tower. The ancients saw great potential in Bahamut's capacity to manipulate energies of otherwise unmanageable magnitude. 'Twas for this reason that they did bind him within the Red Moon and to serve as its living core. Do you remember the sight that greeted us at the culmination of our journey? The colossal devices that surrounded this and seemed to cradle the incomplete form of the Elder Primal? From the information provided to us by the Sons of St. Coinoc, we have learned that these contraptions were termed internment hulks, and that each bore the designation Ragnarok class. The purpose of these hulks is believed to be twofold. First, they are meant to act as binding coils, rendering Bahamut incapable of escape. And second, they are meant to feed him. Perversely, the selfsame energy which prevents him from moving also serves to sustain his corporeal manifestation. Bahamut is permitted neither to die nor to truly live. He merely is allowed to be. For century upon century was the Elder Primal thus imprisoned, bound about in fetters so subtle in their working, and yet so adamant that though his cell be destroyed, Bahamut lieth yet at the mercy of his long-departed captors. It has long been held that the Primals require the prayers of their faithful followers to exist, yet none alive worship Bahamut. Could it be, then, that the Alagons found a way to simulate prayer itself? It seems the only logical explanation. I would postulate, therefore, that the regenerative mechanisms in question also supply something akin to the power of prayer. Consequently, if all of the internment hulks were to be rendered inactive, Bahamut should dissolve into the ether. Upon the evidence of thy previous foray, we determined that the Elder Primal is sustained by 3 such binding coils. Thus did we commence to scour the realm, and found in the Twelves Wood an as yet unexplored fragment of the Lesser Moon bearing a most familiar etheric signature. And after conducting a preliminary investigation, we believe we have discovered a point from which this North Shroud fragment and the second of the internment hulks can be entered. As Eorzea's sword in the darkness, I would have you once more lead the charge. I will, of course, be there at your side. Once you have made your preparations, head to Fallguard Float and make yourself known to my assistant, Serpent Lieutenant Anarli. Anail, there we go. The fallen fragment is not far from the settlement, and her position provides a convenient rendezvous point. I will break these Alagon fetters, for they bind my grandfather as surely as they bind Bahamut. That's alt right. Oop, I passed her. She's right here. Hero? I have been expecting you. My name is Anale. I have been accorded the rank of lieutenant within the Order of the Twin Adder that I may better assist Lady Alisay with her endeavors here in the Twelveswood. Such authority has allowed me to act without interference from the local soldiery, and to conduct a preliminary investigation of the Elder Springs fragment. From what we have seen of the exterior, the structure shares many common features with the one you explored in La Noscia, and likely plays host to a similar complement of guardians. But I fear words alone will do little to prepare you for what lies ahead. Pray seek out my comrade to the south and west. He is charged with observing all of that occurs in the vicinity of the fragment, and will be well placed to show you the thing if nothing else. Well, looks like we're arcing it up. That's the fragment we're heading to. Sharp-eyed serpent private. What business brings you to this broken land? Unless you fancy being ground to a bloody pulp under the granite fists of a wandering golem, I suggest you bugger up. Oh, my apologies, sir. Lady Alice did send word of your impending arrival, but 'twould seem I've grown rather too accustomed to shooing away curious sellswords and reckless explorers. Behold, if you will, one of the falling shards of the Red Moon, Dalamud. Our initial survey uncovered no evidence of the Empire's presence, which, while fortunate in itself, meant that the approach to the fragment had yet to be cleared. After much effort, however, we succeeded in carving out a semblance of a path which should grant you access to the entrance, and that, I'm afraid, is where our progress ended. The interior? Well, assuming that the architecture of this hulk resembles the first, the master controls you seek will be located in the bottommost layer, past all the ingenious and deadly defenses of which the ancient Alagons seem so indecently fond. If you would know more, I'm afraid there's nothing for it but to brave the depths of the fragment yourself. Lady Alice will soon be arriving at Fallguard. Pray do not tarry on your way back to the lieutenant's post. I imagine our young mistress will be most eager to commence the expedition. Wow, I'm doing horrible. The road ahead promises peril aplenty, and I would humbly suggest that this is not the occasion to stint on preparation or provisions. May the 12 watch over you. Hey, it's Lefty. Been a while, Lefty. Master Hero, I trust the private's explanation was worth the journey. Yep. Simply securing an approach to the fragment's entrance proved a monumental task. I dare not think what defeating its inner defenses will entail. If there is aught I might do to aid you. Ah, Lady Alice. Oh, my apologies. Master Alphino, has there been a change of plan? Oriange informed me of the impending expedition. I merely came to exchange a few words with my fellow scion before he disappeared into the depths of the second coil. Hero, though I would strenuously deny it were she present, my sister's admiration and affection for our grandsire exceeds even mine own. Upon the matter of his legacy, therefore, Alice is one to go above and beyond the call of duty. In our grandfather's absence, she has made the salvation of Eorzea her personal crusade. 'Twas that which prompted her to brave the perils of the first coil. Yet the fact that she risks her life in this manner is not the greatest of my concerns. No, it is her subsequent fixation upon my grandfather's shade that worries me most. This quest to rid the world of Bahamut must not become a quest to save a man long dead. My sister must needs have a better reason to fight. A time will come when the fate of the realm rests upon our shoulders, and when it does, we must be strong in our resolve, and certain of the stakes for which we risk all. There is a wide difference between fighting for the good of Eorzea and fighting for the love of a man who died for the good of Eorzea. Alice must choose her own path. She cannot rely on grandfather to choose it for her, for he is gone. I am glad that it is you with whom she makes this journey. If Alice is to discover a deeper purpose, then where better to find one than at the side of Eorzea's greatest champion? 'Twas there that I found mine, after all. But 'tis past time. I was gone. Fair fortune in your endeavors, hero. Ah, Lieutenant Anele, was it? I would appreciate you making no mention of my presence here to my sister. Lady Alice is due to arrive at any moment. I shall abide in confident expectation of your triumphant return. Yay, second coil of Bahamut is now accessible. Let's get the second coil started. Time for turn 1. Dalamud Shadow. I know somewhere around here I ran into a problem. How strange. Why could we not see all this before? I suppose it is only to be expected that corrupted crystals should accompany a disturbance of this magnitude. After all, the fragment likely pierced the ground to a depth of many hundreds of yalms. The swirling ether leaking from the moon must warp the very air, creating a veil that hides these formations from view. Well, it is not as if we expected this to be a straightforward task. Let's tread carefully, shall we, hero? Yep. It is imperative that we win through to the depths of the structure and disable the mechanism that powers Bahamut's regeneration. Of course, if we should chance to encounter my grandfather upon the way, I shall not let him go again, not while there is hope that he may yet be saved. But mayhap we should put such thoughts from our minds until after we have successfully gained entrance to the place. That opening up ahead appears to be a suitable point of ingress. Yes, let's do this. Rafflesia. I win. Alright, let's do the next one. Turn 2. This one only has 4, thankfully. If I remember correctly, though, one of these is I can't do. Oh, I think this might be it. The one I can't do. That armor. No, it couldn't be. Be on your guard, hero. Though it defies all reason that he should live, I know of only one who wears such armor. He won the Empire. He whom the Empire raised as high as the Black Wolf himself, the legatus of the 7th Legion. I speak of the madman who brought the Meteor Project to fruition. We faced the White Raven, Nail Van Darnus, harbinger of the 7th Umbral Era. Nail Van Darnus. Ah, that was the name of the fool who perished upon the eve of the promised age of glory. It shall not be uttered within these hallowed halls. Out of love for his loyal servant, the one true deity named me Nail Deus Darnus. The one true deity, Bahamut. He speaks of Bahamut. O Lord Bahamut, thy name is as sweet water to parched lips. How my heart swells at thy sacred touch. This blessed sanctum is the domain of my God and his beloved children. Seek to defile its glory, and you will answer to me. How is this possible? From what Alphino has told me, Nail was slain on the eve of the calamity. Whatever the truth of the matter, we must be on our guard. There can be no reasoning with the worshippers of a primal. I don't know if I could do this one. They might have revamped it so that it can be doable by yourself, but I'm not sure. The outer coil. Oh, maybe I can do this one. Alright, I was able to do this one. Marilith? Nope. Melusine. Or Melusine. Yay, duty completed. Getting a good amount of this binding coil done. I like it. Actually, it's this one that I can't do. I'm reminded of the passage beneath Castrum Occidens. We must have traveled quite some distance below the surface. More of the same tunnels. 12 be good. Surely they cannot continue all the way down from the upper floors. 'Tis difficult to see inside, but I have a terrible feeling those corridors house more of the dreadful guardians you have already faced. It is said that the Allagons excelled in the creation of chimerical beasts, and that the Red Moon teemed with 1,000 fantastical monstrosities, all to prevent the enemies of the ancient empire from releasing the Elder Primal. I wonder, the creatures that prowl these halls, could they be the beloved children of which Nail spoke? Well, this is yet another mystery to ponder upon our return. Shall we continue onwards? Sure. I think this is the one where I goof, and I can't get through. Or maybe I can do this. I probably just gotta find where I need to go. Am I supposed to go up or down? That's the thing. I might supposed to go down, actually. Well, can't go that way. Let me look it up. Um... And then tell me how to get to the boss. Oh, there's a treasure coffer. That's a waste. I guess we just go down. Um... All right. How do you do this? This is annoying. This is so annoying. I'm sorry, folks. Alright, so it says I'm supposed to... Let's just try and figure out where to go, I guess. Frontal bulkhead. Oh, I guess this is where I had to go. Who are you? Oh, you look gross. The Avatar. I think I'm supposed to wait, so that way I don't accidentally blast it. Frag it. I'm just gonna blast him. That was a lot more trouble than what it was worth. Sorry about that, folks. At least I got some treasure coffers for it, and the clear. Alright, that one's done. Oh, time to do the last coil. The last turn of the second coil, I mean. We're not going to be able to get to this or the third coil. The hollow chart, 6329 yalms. I actually might be able to unlock it, we just won't get to it. Or if we do, maybe get to like one turn or so. This fight I remember. I did it quite a bit. Can get frustrating if you don't have the burst for it. Dalamud. That surely cannot be Dalamud. How? Where are we? The final resting place of Nail Van Darnus. This is a grave for the undeserving. And for the crime of trespassing upon my God's sanctuary, this place shall serve as your grave too. No. Nice shot. In the hour of his failure, Nail Van Darnus felt the currents of ether begin to bear away his essence, but before oblivion could claim the last of him, a divine will reached out, and I was born. Then did the words of my God resound in mine ears. Bring unto mine enemies crushing defeat, that they might know despair without end, and claim thee thus the victory which thou wert once denied. Twould seem that little remained of Nail's essence when Bahamut plucked him from the brink of oblivion, and the result was this strange simulacrum. Nevertheless, her aura bespeaks great power. She channels the rage of the Elder Primal himself. Lord Bahamut, thy wish is my command. None shall escape thine unquenchable fury. Come, ye dull unthinking beasts, bare your teeth. They will avail you not in the calamity to come. I'll take you down. I win. And another bind one. I'm just gonna go and skip it. It's like the holodeck from Star Trek. I broke it. So of course, second coil of Bahamut is complete. So, of course, the simulation disappeared. 7 seconds. I like that. Alright. Let's see what we got for a cutscene. Uh-oh. Still not done yet. Poor creature. Would that you had never been born. You had surrendered your physical form and collapsed into ether, but Bahamut denied you death and imprisoned what little was left of you in an ethereal shell resembling what, I wonder? Images from your memory, perhaps? But that shell is now broken, and your primal deity seems disinclined to sustain your existence. My primal deity? I kneel to no icon. What need have I to beg the favor of such filth? I am Nail Van Darnus, legatus of the 7th Legion. No, a moment. My thoughts are clouded, and this body is not mine own. Could it be that you spoke the truth? Was I ensorcelled by the Lesser Moon's ancient prisoner? That will not happen again. You speak as if Bahamut no longer controlled you, but that's impossible. Once a primal enslaves a mind, it cannot be freed. Unless Bahamut simply relinquished his claim, what need has he of a broken spirit bound for the ethereal realm? Oh, that I should fall prey to the very influence I sought to purge from the land. The irony is galling. But do not assume that all my actions were chosen for me. It was my will that the Meteor Project be resurrected, mine and none other. Yet it seems that my grand designs were destined to fail. Even the ungentle release of death was denied me. Nail, please, you must tell us more of the calamity. I must know the truth of what has befallen the world, and what has become of my grandfather, Archon Louisoix. You are Louisoix's grandchild. Ah, the fates are generous with their cruelty. Continue on if you would have your answers. They await you at the terminus of your path. But know that this path leads only to despair. The light of truth was ever harsh and unforgiving. Why do you say this? Grandfather will be freed once we put a stop to Bahamut's restoration. Will he not? What are you not telling us? Steel yourself, child. Only unbending resolve and merciless strength can conquer what lies ahead. The weak can do naught but weep under the pall of their own misery, as did the frail child I once was. Oh, crap. Silence, chattering raven. Your wretched wings are broken, and you shall soar no more. My crimson moon, your brilliance sears mine eyes. I recognize that voice, hero, but never would he say such words. Come, let us finish what we have come to do. What we came to do, I should say. All will be put aright when the final Hulk lies dormant. Grandfather will be himself again, I'm sure of it. Bahamut regenerates more swiftly than I had anticipated. Let us hope that disabling this coil will serve to slow the process. The display seems different, but the controls appear to mimic the mechanism we found in the Lanoshan Hulk. It shouldn't pose a problem. Hero, forgive me. The moment I beheld Nail's transformation, hope wilted in my heart. I did not believe you could stand against the manifestation of Bahamut's power. For all your fable, strength, and skill, I felt certain that I was going to lose you, just as I lost my grandfather. Even he, a man for whom naught was impossible, was humbled before Bahamut's might. And yet, look how far we have come. 'Tis incredible the feats of which we are capable, our boundless potential. For this capacity for greatness, I believe that grandfather so dearly wished to protect. With all that has occurred, I have come to understand that much at least. At that point, then there should only be one thing tethering it right now. 'Tis done. Shall we make our way back to the surface and gather our thoughts? We have seen much that will benefit from Marianne's learned perspective. Oh! Damn. I just stood there and watched her get rocked. Grandfather, it is you. Then why? Abandon this quest, Alice. I will not countenance further sabotage of the coils. Sabotage? But we must disable the coils if we are to prevent Bahamut's revival. Your defiance seals your fate. No, you are not who I thought you were. My grandfather would never. Foolish girl. How could the White Raven allow herself to be bested by such sniveling opponents? Listen well, we all exist at the pleasure of one divine will, and the word of Lord Bahamut is absolute. Scurry back into your holes, vermin. You have been granted this one reprieve, but should you be so foolish as to crawl into my lord's domain again, I will crush the life from you myself. That light in grandfather's eyes, he has suffered the same fate as Nile. My grandsire is no more. That was not but a phantom that profanes his noble memory. This mockery must be expunged. I will not rest until I free grandfather's soul from Bahamut's tyranny. You hear me, Bahamut? Your time is at an end. Eorzea and my family will be avenged. Alice's resolve. Truly it is wonderful to escape that stifling air and return to northern Thanlin again, it would appear. I must thank you, hero. Were it not for your bravery, I strongly doubt that I would be standing here now. But you need not tarry on my account. The danger has passed. Pray go on ahead, and apprise Rianjay of all that has occurred. I will join you anon. My thoughts are yet unruly, and I would rest here a while. Well, I, for one, need to end this because we just hit the 2-hour mark. So we made it. We did 2 coils of the 3. We did quite a bit of stuff. Thank you all for watching. This has been part 202 of my live stream playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. If you'd like to go ahead, give me a thumbs up and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if not already subscribed. Keep up the content. Hit the bell if you want to be notified whenever I go live and I release new content. Comment down below. Tell me what's about the game and my gameplay. No spoilers, please. And I will see you all in the next video. Catch you then. Later.